Thank you for coming to Compass Starlight. I'd like to do a daily card read. It's been a few days since I've been able to get one of these in. Cards are shuffled prior to going on camera. Today's archetype card is Theology, card number 30. This deck is the Moon and Stars Tarot. Temperance, healing. And this is the Starseed Oracle. So let's see what kind of energies we get for today. Whenever you read this, I'm reading. Whenever you see this video. Double mission. Oh, I like the sounds of that. Double mission. I think I'm going to start there with this card. Double mission. Double mission. Lightworker Starseed. Serve the world by being you. Lightworker starseeds are mission and purpose oriented. Many have the feeling that time's running out and there's something they came here to do, create, or contribute. They're here to grow as souls individual mission, and also to contribute to the planet in some action-oriented way, a collective mission. Their collective mission is often answered through a career calling or by devoting their life to something bigger. Until they remember their collective mission, it can feel as if something's missing, but that they're forgetting something important. It's common for lightworker starseeds to feel that they're different, and they may carry soul memories of being visible or sharing their voice. As such, they may protect themselves by dimming their light in order to fit in, or by spending time in some sort of closet, such as a spiritual closet. If you pull this card, you're being called to remember your collective mission and to step into it even more fully. You're being reminded that your role as a light worker is to light up the world with your presence. This doesn't have to be a great big thing or a decision you need to make. You also don't need to have a great big plan. If you resonate with being a light worker, all you need to do is work out what lights you up, your passions and joys, and keep doing that. When you trust and follow the simple path of things that light you up, and then lose yourself in the doing, you'll light up the world without even trying. The Starseed Soul Inquiry asks, how can you serve the world by being you? The card Theology is an archetype card for humility, trust, higher wisdom. Interestingly, you can see in this Theology card, the protagonist has, in a way, two faces. We saw this in another card the other day. There is the face of the protagonist, which appears to be a female, looking up toward the sky, but on the back side of the protagonist's head is an older fellow, appears to be male. The older male is generally how the sage is depicted. The sage is the old wise man. This card shows us that the protagonist, regardless of gender, has a young, youthful appearance in the day-to-day life as they meet reality with guile. But yet the protagonist also has an air of wisdom, wisdom gained from the sage. This the protagonist carries with her. Also in the card is a very large sphere of stars, indicating the cosmos has great influence. Trust higher wisdom. The divine orchestrates, and the protagonist understands and accepts that the divine has a greater plan. And then here in the middle we have the card Temperance, card number 14, a card about balance and healing. This card is a representation about peace and tranquility. Peace and tranquility brought to the individual by balance and stability. There is the balance of emotional knowledge and logical knowledge. Logic and the heart. The protagonist in the Temperance card takes from the pool of knowledge whatever she needs, and she pours that and balances it between two chalices. This is where you allow the universal flow of energy to move freely without resistance, balance and moderation, having that trust in what you're doing and knowing that what you're doing is exactly what you need to be doing, that you are divinely guided, and that as we move through our lives, as we move along the path, you are exactly where you need to be. Be true to yourself, and the path will reveal itself to you clearly, and you can know and trust that every step you take puts you exactly where you need to be. There's also a constellation here behind her. Let me look that up. I'm not sure what that constellation is. Sagittarius. The constellation of Sagittarius in the sky above her is linked to movement. Well, that's actually good. I mean, anything is good, right? That's just a human judgment. But I think that the stars are aligning. They're always aligning. They're always moving. If you have any trust and understanding of astrology, planets are always moving. Small body planets are always moving. Asteroids and so forth. And each little thing, as it moves, has an influence, some kind of pull. And we can be affected by those energies. It seems like there's a lot going on leading up to the end of February. And this card is suggesting that there are implications and influences that will be affecting us as we move through the month, and that perhaps they will have some kind of importance or significance to us in our own personal lives. But we can trust in the wisdom we have to make the best of whatever energies are at play. We can have the balance here. We have the power to balance and the tools to do so, as we see the Temperance balancing the two, the fluid energy in the two chalices. It may be a situation where people come together for the double mission. Perhaps that mission will be revealed to us. That it will be a time to, as we move through the end of the month, it will be a time to collaborate with others, to bring some sort of change, to bring some kind of new development, to bring some kind of harmony and balance through our actions and through our creativity. What do you think? I'm curious. As you move through the month, toward the end of the month of February, particularly the last few days, and that one leap year day, February 29th this year, I would love it if you would come back to my channel and leave a comment as to what you have found in your life that is new or different, something exciting, even if it's something traumatic. I would love to read a comment at the end of the month to find out how this energy may have crossed your life's path and influenced you or impacted you in your life. Thank you for coming to Compass Starlight.